What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. We officially had football. We'll definitely be talking about that, the Hall of Fame game. We'll talk about some of the actual Hall of Fame entries. We're also going to talk about some of the actual players that are eligible for next year's Hall of Fame. And yeah, I got a gripe with that as well. Definitely want to talk into some things about the fantasy football. We're going to get into the profile for the AFC South. So we got a lot to get into. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready. Welcome to That Fantasy Show. Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to That Fantasy Show. I'm your host, Yosi, aka the Prime One, aka the Kamish. If you like the show, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on Facebook, on YouTube. We do the show live on YouTube. Afterwards, if you are not able to watch it live, you are able to actually download the podcast on Spotify, iHeart, and Apple. Let me bring in the actual whole our guys. First, let me bring in the OG, as always. What's going down, sir?
What's going on, Kamish?
Nothing much. Got some football in our life. And as always, let's brace it in for the champ. Let's bring him in.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drives a girl wild. I've got the move that really move them. I said chill up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just
And ladies and gentlemen, we have the reigning defending champ, our Ruxin of the Fantasy Football League, our Dallas Cowboy of the actual show.
Look, I just want to say, look, I'm out of fantasy football, but last night we went to a little place called Granddad's in Hilliard and did their Sweet 16 challenge, and I'm the only one that left with a shirt. So, yeah. I ain't even acting like I pounded it down like it was nothing. No. It took all 40 minutes, and I almost threw up in the last 2 pieces.
It's just like, hold on, is it like the chicken wing challenge you had at Lucky's?
No, the chicken wing challenge, they fucking screwed me. They just did the thing to find the biggest goddamn ones they could find. We just did a battle, man.
Just to give you a heads up, I will be heading down there Sunday for Johnny's challenge. So good luck to him.
Yeah.
I'll probably need the directions to the place.
I think he sent me the I'll send it to you after.
All right, so let's get to where the getting is good. Football is back.
Yes,
we got to see some football, the Hall of Fame game. We got to see the Cardinals and the Panthers. It was an exciting game. Man, he's going to. Does he owe you money or something?
Oh, Carson, my ego already back.
I'm saying, does he owe you some money? Because did you lose a game against him?
No. I far apart.
It's because he beat the Buckeyes, isn't it?
Hey, Buck Chung, you down there echoing, but yeah, it sounds like he owe you some money.
I just don't like the fact that the guys are too far apart.
So you mad? So basically, you mad because you can't see eye to eye to him.
Oh, I can't see eye to eye to him. I just gotta go from one side and then the other.
Like I said, you really can't see eye to eye to him. On top of that, he still has to look down at you. When you look at him, you don't know if he's looking at you or between you.
Right. Look at me when I'm talking to motherfucker.
Call it what you want. Carson did do his thing.
So what now?
Call it what you want, but Carson did do his thing. Let's take a look at the stats. So right now, I mean, Carson Beck was 15 for 19, 188 yards, 1 TD. He only and this is only from 6 series. Now I'm not gonna lie, the one that kind of got me was Jalen Brooks.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at too. I think his number was 86, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was hitting, man.
Yeah, he was making the Panthers defense look like Swiss cheese out there. Swiss cheese in them.
So before we begin, we do have our first question. This is from George C. In a half PPR, how do we rank the following running backs? Genty, Cook, Saquon, Hampton, Brown, Henry, and Walker.
Oh, Quan 1, Cook 2, Henry 3, Gentry 4, and then Hampton 5. I don't know who's Walker. What team is he playing on?
I'm going to put Kenneth Walker at the bottom of your list.
That's Walker from Kansas City. My bad. I thought it was the other Walker. Okay, then my bad. So then I'm going to say Quan for 1, then Walker 2, just because they got Super Bowl rings. So yeah, Quan, Walker, Cook, Gentry, Henry.
I'm there.
And then Brown. No, Hampton, then Brown.
As long as Henry can only win the ball, he'll get to the top of that list.
I'm looking at it, and
but the fastest one on the board though was Cook. But the best one with the best vision, Quan and Walker. Because Walker's eyes is crazy. When he's playing with Seattle, I don't even know how he got through half of the line half the time, but he saw something that I didn't see.
Me personally, here's my ranking. I'm going to go Saquon 1.
Okay.
I'm going to go Amari Hampton 2.
Okay.
I'm going to go Genty 3. Cook 4.
Again, you don't put Walker, the guy that won the Super Bowl.
Oh, how you gonna put Hampton before Cook? Cook is way more valuable than Hampton.
Cook is old. Quiet as kept. As much as we want to talk about Cook, we also got to talk about Father Time. We also got to talk about Buffalo. Because even though right now you got DJ Moore as the wide receiver, you still have the running back, you still have the actual tight ends, Kincaid. I'm not saying anything bad about Walker, but compared to those, I'm gonna put Cook probably 4 or 5.
Well, I mean,
and the reason I say is because Father Time is kicking in.
But he's only been in the league. This is his fourth year, or is this third? Is his 4th year or 3rd year?
Fourth or 5th year. Because remember they actually did a contract negotiation.
They beat the shit out of him.
So this is year 4. So this is year 4 then.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
right, but they beat the hell out of him when he was in Pittsburgh.
Man, has 4 years went by that fast for James?
Yeah.
Damn, man, time be rolling, don't it?
And the only reason I would probably, and I hate to say this, and I know probably if they're watching, it's like, well, why would you put Henry last? Again, Father Time is kicking in. 2, we don't know the type of offense this Ravens team is going to be. As much as I'm going to talk about it, granted you have Zay Flowers, granted you have Andrews, you lost Isaiah Washington, who was kind of like the premier, well, I don't say premier, but was the upcoming tight end that was working for them. He went to the Giants.
Okay. This is year 4 for him. He was drafted in 22.
So yeah, I will probably put it in those rankings. Like I said, to me, I just like I say, and Kenneth Walker, I would definitely say Kenneth Walker is kind of the mid card because again, he is the MVP from last year with Seattle, but you also got to remember when you have Jackson Smith and Jigma, when you have Cooper Kupp, when you had a defense in which you can actually start at the 20 to 30 yard line, you probably was pretty much starting your plays in the red zone and near the red zone. It's less work. And with Kansas City, I would definitely say we don't know what the weapons are in Kansas City. Granted, we still have Travis Kelce. We don't know what Travis Kelce are we going to see. Are we going to see before Tay-Tay Travis Kelce, or are we going to see fiance Travis Kelce? I'm just saying.
Look, it's 18 games. He's only going to be in 9. The other 9, he's going to be up in the skybox with his brand new wife. So he's not going to be. He's not really going to be. I'm like,
especially with Travis Kelce.
Don't be laughing, JT. Don't be laughing.
We get Tay-Tay. Oh, we getting Tay-Tay Kelce, or we getting
Tay-Tay Kelce,
or we getting Travis Kelce from Cleveland, from
Ohio, right?
So I mean, and that's one thing. Granted, you still have you have what's the kid's name that was in all the trouble?
Rashawn
Rice. Rice coming in. You still have my dark horse in there is Xavier Worthy. I'm surprised they're not using him as much because of that speed he had. But we just, and then with Mahomes being healthy, we don't know how that type of team is going to be, especially with him coming off injury. And we don't know what kind of if they do, he's going to be pretty much the workhorse, but we don't know how good that workhorse is going to be in that division.
Right. And then they switched, and I think they kind of like switched up on the offensive line too this year. They put some pieces in there that wasn't in there last year.
Yeah, since that butt whooping they got from the Eagles, they beat him like Joe beat Michael in that movie, dude.
Oh my god.
They beat that line like Joe beat Michael in the beginning of that movie. If you watch Michael, watch the first 30 minutes when Joe come up, pull that belt off, and man, he had Michael in the air. He had
Man,
he gave me flashbacks of growing up.
Who's Brown? I'm trying to. What running back is that? Brown on this list. Is that is that from Cincinnati? Is that Chad Brown?
Chase Brown, I think so.
Chase Brown. Oh, Chase Brown. Okay, then he's nice. He's nice, but the offensive line is terrible.
That line, man.
Man, I don't know how he made it work, but he was doing his thing down there in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Well, like I said, again, it comes down to the actual plays. Like I said, especially when it comes down to I'll probably say with the running game, it can help with defensively, especially when you have teams that have a defense. If you're constantly starting, out after the 50-yard line with certain turnovers and things like that, it does make the game so much easier. Especially if you have a decent running game, and especially if you have them if you're already in the red zone. Because I know with us, we're looking for points. And when you're getting in those type of plays, you're going to have those players to where you can actually get them. And when he's in a half PPR league, he's still getting points for the catches. I'm sure it's not the full points, maybe 25 per catch. So you're still getting other catches coming in, points with the small catches and the big runs. So I can definitely understand the ones that he brought up. The one I would definitely look into, like I said, is a big one. It's one that I think is going to be a big come up. Genty might be as well. And to me, with Genty, it depends on your wide receiver. Granted, you got Brock Bowers, but it's kind of like, who else? There is no deep threat.
I thought Genty was in Denver.
No, Genty was with the Raiders.
Oh, he's with Vegas.
Yeah, he's with the Raiders. He's in Sin City. Committing all the good sins.
It depends on his workload. Like if they abuse the hell out of him, like he might be good for the next, like this year and next year. But if they run the hell out of him, like he's going to be useless by the time he comes up for his first contract.
Right, but and like I said, and even then, in fantasy wise, like I said, I guarantee he's going to get a lot of touches.
Right.
But the thing is, with a lot of touches, especially if you're doing the PPR, half PPR, if you're just running the ball all the time, you're not really getting no points out of that. Unless he's one of those remember in the league they call them point vultures, You had that person that run up the league, that run it up all the field, and then they get out. They bring somebody in at their goal line and have them run it in. Yeah,
so power back.
True, but like I said, regarding that, it's one of those. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It is one of those things you have to look into. But George, thank you for that question. If you have any more, definitely let us know. Hopefully that helped you out. If not, you can always cuss us out in colorful words. We'll put it on there and we'll give you a deep felt we're sorry. Seriously, we will.
I mean, he'll say I'm sorry. I am.
Always a rebel in the group.
But I'm just saying, I told y'all I am here for the yucks and the jokes. Y'all listen and take the advice I put out there. What is wrong with you?
That's Darth Vader's son right there.
That's beyond Darth. No, that's not Darth Vader. That's Darth Helmet's son.
What?
That's Darth Helmet's son. No, that's Rick Moranis' son from Spaceball.
He's all we got is idiots out here.
Here you go. Look, here it is.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep fighting.
That's a classic right there.
Man. Now you know they're doing a part 2 finally after what 30 something. No, it can't be 30 years. I saw that when I was 6.
Comes out next. The second one comes out next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was about 10 when that came out.
But yeah, I know I was still in elementary school when that came out. Oh, now they finally bringing a second one.
Are they coming out with Spaceballs Bar 2?
Yeah.
It is not the quest for money either.
It's the what does he say? It's Spaceball, the other movie.
I don't remember what the actual title is. Mel Brooks said that he can't call it the quest for more money because he found the more money is in a Spaceball's duffel bag in his basement.
So let's get some of the news and notes that we got for the league. Let's see. Sorry about that. So here's our actual news and notes. Stephon Diggs is officially in the DMV. He signed with the Commanders. 1 year. I think he has 1 year, $6 million, something like that. 7 million.
I thought it was 8, but I think it might have been 7, something like that.
Damn.
So your thoughts of Diggs being in with the Commanders? Me personally, I like it and I don't like it. I kind of have a thing with home talent playing at home. For the simple fact that you're so comfortable being home that what's the best way I can put it? You don't focus as much.
I feel like it'd be more stressful playing in your hometown. Just because, you have your boys going, hey, let me get tickets. You got your family, hey, let me get tickets.
Okay, my question.
You got to focus on playing the game rather than getting to the game.
Right. Hey, Butt Chung, you kind of echoing down there. Might want to come down or check your mic out.
Figure it out. I don't know.
Right. It's not like I'm at a football game. But okay, my question is to the Commanders: are they planning on making Diggs the solid number 2, or is he going to be in the slot?
The way they're talking,
you won't let him put him in the slot.
The way that they're talking about it is that he's the number 2.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he's the number 2.
Okay.
They want somebody to actually be the sidekick for McLaurin.
Okay then. Okay.
Now we'll say this does take away from the I guess him being the main guy. Because every place he's gone, Buffalo, he was the main guy in Minnesota, he was the main guy in Buffalo. When he went to the Texans, he started off as being the main guy, then got hurt, and then Nico Collins took over. and then he went to New England, and with New England, he really wasn't that guy.
But he still got over 1,000 yards though.
Barely.
Yeah, I think it was like 1,030 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say barely, but even then with New England, he really wasn't. He was hot for a little bit, and then he really wasn't that threat. And we kind of seen that in the Super Bowl, to where it was like he really wasn't getting open. He really wasn't a factor in the Super Bowl.
No,
This is your first Super Bowl, and you're not a factor in the game. So, and I'm not saying I grew up in DMV life, but I had friends that grew up in it, so they were more active than I was.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the city's jumping from Sunday to Sunday. There is no rest day in DC.
Mm-hmm.
There is no rest day. There's always something jumping. Sunday through Sunday, Sunday morning to Sunday night.
Wow, that's a lot.
So, with Stephon Diggs, and I think that's the biggest thing that kind of scares me, is he able to actually maintain that? Still keep that focus, being from the DMV. You know the place that you want to go. You've been to the place that you miss, the place that you like going to and hanging out and things like that. Does that still affect your work ethic? I understand you are a veteran, but you are a veteran now at home. So I think that's something to look into. Play wise, I if he still has it, it will be a plus. But I'm looking more towards Antonio Williams trying to make that stride. Like I said, I can see them doing maybe a few packages for Stephon Diggs. Him trying to build. This is what I want to say. Help him. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. My brain is kind of fried right now. I'm not getting names. I just came from work, so I was like jumping from work to here. Terry McLaurin. I can see him being, even though Terry has still been in the league for a while, to have somebody that actually has been through a Super Bowl, that's been in the Super Bowl, has that experience, has been in the league long. I can definitely see him being a mentor towards Terry McLaurin and some of the other players that you have there. But for him to be considered an actual weapon, he may be a decent number 2. But like I said, the other weapons you have there, Treylon Burks, Antonio Williams, Luke McCaffrey, you brought back De'Ami Brown. Like I said, these guys, they're young, they're still, I can see him being there more for leadership and mentoring. And then when you need those, when it's needed, he can still come through. I don't see him being another 1,000-yard catcher. I don't see him. He might be a fantasy emergency that you need maybe for a flex, or if you do like a deeper league, I can see him being available.
Mm-hmm.
But from that, we'll see. I'm not gonna lie. I watched a few of the plays he's done. He looked like he's still in good shape. So we'll definitely see how that turns out.
Did anybody pick up his brother?
Travion, isn't he still with Dallas, or did they let him go?
No, they let him go.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check on that one, because I know I haven't heard anything from it.
Yep.
And speaking of sign-ins, next we got the running backs actually get the bank. You got Gibbs, Robinson, and Taylor all getting paid. Gibbs is, I want to say, was it Gibbs is number 1, Robinson's number 2, Taylor's number 3.
Oh, they paid.
Yes.
Finally paid Taylor.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah.
They got him. I think it's like 1, and I think they're 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
Now, I'll probably say I'm glad that they got him out the way early, because the last thing you need is them hold out, so far in training camp to where they don't be, to when you do get them, they're not a factor, or not a factor. It's kind of like they're getting hurt early, they're getting injured, they're not playing to their fullest, and the company people that draft them seem to actually get that little messy end of the stick. So I'm glad kind of like these three actually got it out the way. They're still in camp, so they actually are able to get some type of what's the word I want to say? So some type of rhythm before they actually get into the actual field. Next, Flowers gets his flowers. Gets a 4-year extension. I think he was at 140 million, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 95 of it's guaranteed.
I thought it was like 100 something like that guaranteed.
Yeah, I thought with his, I thought it was like 95 guaranteed, but it was like 140 million dollar extension, but like 95 of it's guaranteed, I believe.
Yeah, it's 140 million, 108 guaranteed.
Oh. Hey, I might have been under. I still made it on stage.
And Diggs, it was 1 year, 12 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
What if Diggs turns into a diva though? Straight diva.
That's what we was talking about. I'm like, cause him being from the DMV,
right.
Him being from the DMV, like I said, I've always had issues with players playing in their hometown. Because you get comfortable. Because it's like, okay, you grew up and stuff doing this and doing that. Now you back home and you kind of get to that comfort ways and, you're a hometown hero. And it's kind of like I can see you dealing with it once or twice a year, but now you got to deal with that 17 times out of the year.
No, technically it's only 8. Right, you get 8-9 home games.
True story.
And then the rest are on the road.
True story.
Right.
I'll give you that. Okay. Yeah.
But that does fuck him on the buys. If he's already home for the buys, like I could completely screw that next game coming up.
Well, what scares me is this. Him being in DC and you being with Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Don't let me find it at some Google concert. Don't let me see them partying with Backyard. You got Cardi B with the Backyard band, and I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, yep, that's what I was expecting.
Look, all I'm saying is I just don't want to see him with a bag of goodies walking into the stadium. All right, that's all I'm fucking asking for. Watch that motherfucker stumble out on the field with some mumbo sauce all over him, like, yeah, catch shit.
You're gonna be like, spin that.
He don't gotta worry about that. That's already in catering.
Oh, it's already
right, that's a true statement.
They already got that in catering. He already got that, like, hey,
yeah,
we got you that mumbo sauce, so go ahead and dump it on the wings.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, dump it on there. You got me.
Like, you gotta go on there.
Make sure you got the good one. Make sure you went to East, like, you got it from Eastern Market. You got it from Eastern.
Right.
All right. Hold on, you got it from Yum Yum? Okay, yeah. I'll go ahead and
yes, sir.
You got it from them places. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and dump it on there.
We good. Let's go.
Oh, that's right.
Next, we had like I said, Zay Flowers got his flowers in Baltimore. Here's my thing with this. Here's my thing with Zay Flowers. And even fantasy wise, is Zay Flowers just good for the Ravens? Because if you compare him to anybody else, he has games. He has good games. Let's not take it away from him. There's times where if you had him in fantasy, I don't know how it is. He'll have a breakout game. He'll have maybe 3-4 breakout games. And then there's certain games, it's like majority of games, it's like, okay, how many catches did they get? He got, and it's like 3 for 75 yards. And did he get a touchdown? No touchdown.
Yeah, but the Ravens are doing a brand new offense this season, so
the score was 21.
Like, you also got to accept
Who scored the touchdowns? Oh, Jackson and Henry. Oh yeah.
They gave this
Mark Andrews.
Young man,
okay.
They get this young man $100 million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
140 mil.
I'm not
saying, like I said, I'm not saying he's not a bad wide receiver.
No,
I guess
I ain't gonna say that.
I guess it's just would you compare him to the top 10?
No.
Would you compare it to the top 15?
Within the last
Top 15, yes.
20.
Okay.
He came
And would you and so I'm assuming you would rank him top 20.
No.
Well, if he's in the top 15, he's already in the top 20. So
Right. So if you rank him top to 15, instead of that, would you rank him top 20? And that's my thing with Zay Flowers. I'm not saying he's a bad football player. It's just we don't know if he doesn't seem like a threat. I'll be honest. Is he really a threat? Especially in that division where you have players like Chase.
Yes.
When you have
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, you got players like Jamar Chase. You got players like DK Metcalf coming in. You got Michael Pittman. You got I hate to say it, even some of Cleveland's. Now I'm not gonna disrespect them that bad and say, well, hell, you got Cleveland wide receivers out there. No, I ain't going that far. But I would say probably.
I will. Them dudes suck.
No, I'm not. Look, I wasn't saying he sucks. I ain't saying they suck. I'm not
I
saying
will.
he sucks. I'm just saying.
I agree with Cheerio, but I'm not saying he's a bad player. But I feel like he hasn't done really to show us that you're worth over $100 million. You hadn't even really put the team. Like when you do that, that means you're putting the team on your back.
Right. It's to where like, okay, you are that playmaker.
You that
and
dude.
It's kind of like, okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. He does have he's had games to where he's broken out to be that playmaker, but it's kind of like it's not. I don't want to say it's not consistent, but in a way, yeah, I hate to say it. Is it consistent enough to where you want to put him as okay? Yeah, he is a top player.
I mean,
would you look at him? Would you look at him as the Baltimore's version of Terry McLaurin?
No. I mean, because because they're gonna double him because there's nobody really out there that's stepping up besides old man Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Right. My thing is this: is to where if you are a threat, if you are a receiver threat, then why are they still stacking the box?
Because Lamar Jackson and Chris Henry are in the backfield.
Exactly.
That's why they're stacking the box.
Derrick Henry and
exactly.
Lamar.
So if I
they would much rather, I guarantee you, teams would much rather have Lamar run the ball than throw the ball. Just plain and simple. They would rather have him run the ball than throw the ball. Well, because they have a better chance. I understand. It is Lamar Jackson. He is getting older, and I don't think he's lost a step, but a little of his razzle dazzle isn't as good. But again, he was hurt last year, so that could have been it. But if he gets outside, they get a better chance of tackling him than if he takes a couple steps back and lets that thing go for 60 yards and Flowers is on the other end of it. Because if that happens, they're probably not catching Flowers till he gets to the end zone.
Right.
All the Baltimore Ravens going to win the Super Bowl with Jackson in the back behind the scenes.
The only way that the Baltimore Ravens are going to win another Super Bowl is if they get them a white quarterback that is a game manager and they get a good defense.
I ain't going that far. I ain't going that far.
That's the only way they've won any goddamn Super Bowls is if they had a white quarterback that was a game manager and a really
Flacco.
I'm just saying.
I can't knock him because that defense was elite. Them 2 years they won that. Yeah, that defense was elite.
Right.
Yes.
You couldn't run.
Look, there's no reason that anyone should ever bring up the name Trent Dilfer.
Yeah,
right. There's no reason that anyone.
Unfortunately, you can't. Because he didn't score. They did get a touchdown from him.
Right.
They did, but it's because the defense put them down close enough to the goal line to where they were like, we can actually score a touchdown.
Well, they was doing that every year. They was doing that every game. It was like, okay, we got you 10 to make touchdowns. Like we kept getting field goals. Look, we need somebody that can put it in the actual end zone.
Right.
And Trent
But if it works
did
out that way, look, whatever team ends up picking up Joe Flacco to save their season, I'm grabbing that team's kicker.
So
Because he'll get him close enough to score a field goal, but he ain't getting into the end zone.
So you know he re-signed with Cincy.
Oh, did he? All right, so Burrow's going to be hurt the first three games. I might have to give me the Cincinnati kicker.
Oh my God!
He said Joe Flacco's gonna be hurt in the first 3 games.
Look, I'm just saying he gets down there, but they don't get in the end zone. And even if the kicker kicks a 15-yard field goal, I get 3 points out of that. I'd rather take that over the 1 point I get for an extra point.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
True. I see you doing the math over there.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
Oh,
What is it? I know there was it was like 3 seasons ago. One of SIP's leagues, the kickers in the league got a point for every yard they kicked. At the end of the very first game, SIP's kicker had like 345 points at the end of the first game.
Wow!
I'm like, y'all screwed up the scoring for that.
yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God!
Just and just to let you know, that wasn't one of my leagues.
It wasn't. No, I think it was her Wendy's league that she was in with folks that she was fucking with out there.
That was not one of my leagues. Now,
I thought that was funnier than all get out. I'm like, how the hell your kicker got that many points? Like your quarterback got 16. What the hell is wrong with y'all's league?
Your kicker got 345.
Right, your quarterback got 16. What kind of league are you in? Is this a soccer league? What the hell are you doing?
MLS.
So like I said, based on all the Hall of Fame game, they did release the actual Hall of Fame players, and here's this year's players. We got Drew Brees.
Wow.
Like I said, he was with the Chargers and Saints, 13 Pro Bowls, 5 All Pros, 1 Super Bowl ring. Luke Kuechly.
I think the NFL gifted that one to the Saints.
What do you mean?
I'm going to put it out there as a conspiracy theory. I'll put my own tinfoil hat on. But I think that the NFL gifted that Super Bowl to the Saints because, like, New Orleans needed that right after Katrina. Like, New Orleans needed that.
Nah, bro. The tail whooping that they gave the Colts, that was no. They beat the Colts like they stole something.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure they went like the Michigan route and they knew what was happening beforehand. Anyway, sorry.
Oh wait, look. Always this conspiracy theories. Next
Luke Kuechly is not allowed in the NFL Hall of Fame.
He is. He was selected.
He was actually selected to go in. Get the fuck out of here. Now it's the Hall of Good.
Next we got Larry
Jesus
Fitzgerald.
Christ.
Next was Larry Fitzgerald. Then we finally have Roger. This surprised me. Roger Craig is finally in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you know what? That's so disrespectful because you got a running back that got 2 Super Bowl rings, and he was a hell of a run. He was a hell of a runner, and he just now getting in.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but he's got the 2 rings, but he was overshadowed. He probably got 2 rings with San Francisco, and he was overshadowed by Montana and Rice and Young and Rice.
Either way. If you could put Dallas Clark in the Hall of Fame before, and no offense, before Roger Craig, and Roger Craig, let's be real, Roger Craig was not just any other running back.
Exactly.
I mean,
and he's out of Nebraska though, so.
Of course.
Now look, like I do need to take that back because Nebraska did wasn't bad.
It ain't worth mentioning. We get it, JT. If it's not Ohio State, it's not worth mentioning. We get it.
No. Again, back then when he got drafted, no, Nebraska was actually good then, but it's Nebraska. So,
but like I said, as much as we heard about Roger Craig and him being a focal point in the 49ers game offense, it's just one of those things that like now you're finally being put in. Wow.
right.
And then lastly, we got Adam Golden Toe Vinatieri.
Golden toe.
You know,
Whatever. His kicking balls were deflated. He's a cheater. So
I heard him do the street.
Hold on.
Before he kicked
Hold on.
Before he kicked the
For
ball,
the Patriots or for the Colts?
probably both.
No, because remember he won one with Manning. So
I understand that, but yeah, no, his balls were fucking deflated when he was playing with the Colts. Manning wasn't going to say nothing because he wanted a goddamn ring. He went, "Oh, that's how y'all fucking did that. Yeah, do that."
he's like,
Hold
whatever
up.
word.
Are you trying to tell me Adam Vinatieri didn't make it to no Pro Bowls?
No,
And he still got
he wasn't allowed to go. He wasn't allowed to go to Pro Bowls because he was normally playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Remember when they were doing that? They always did the Pro Bowl the week before the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he was never allowed. He wasn't allowed to go to the Pro Bowl.
Now here's the list of next year's. Here's the other ones that's eligible for next year. Next year we got.
Oh, you get that rapist the hell out of here.
We got Ben Roethlisberger. We got Rob Gronkowski.
He's gonna come up on stage in a jazzy.
And Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're eligible, but they're not finalists.
Oh, okay.
So the ones in parentheses are they are eligible.
Parentheses. There's a bunch of asterisks.
Asterisks. I'm sorry, the one in asterisks. Now,
Joe Hayden, he the real. He's from Pittsburgh. I don't count.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm sure JT's gonna have a few words to say. What I'm about to say.
Cam Newton's in there.
Yeah, if Cam Newton gets in before Donovan McNabb, you already know how I feel about that.
No, hey, I'm with you. No, McNabb should get in before Newton. Newton was all that Carolina had, but even when he left and what did he do? He left for 1 or 2 years and went to the Patriots, and he was garbage. Right, but Cam Newton was all Carolina had for that. That's the only reason that he would be nominated for that.
Yeah,
because that was all they had was Cam.
Well, they had Newton, they had McCaffrey, and then they had Steve Smith. They had 3 pieces. That was it.
Right. Like they've had bits and pieces forever, but the only reason Cam Newton would get in is legitimately because like a lot of Cam's stats came in garbage time at the end of games where he probably shouldn't have been in the first place, but the other team had already subbed in their fucking backups on defense because they won the game already.
All I'm saying is this. They put Michael Vick in before him. I had an issue, but I'm like, it's Vick. Never mind. They put T.O. in before McNabb. Okay, controversial, you know.
Yeah, but T.O. had priors with San Francisco and Dallas before he made it all the way over there. So
it don't matter.
And not to mention, like, let's go ahead and say it, like, T.O. almost won a Super Bowl for the Eagles with a broken freaking leg. If it wasn't for McNabb being the diva, then they probably would have won that. I'm just saying. Stop looking at me like that's Yosi.
I'm looking at you too, like, huh?
Look, all I'm saying is that your apartment caught on fire, and the only action figure that didn't melt was McNabb. Like that means he sold his soul to the devil to make those things not melt. He sold his soul.
I hate to say it, he is not lying. Yes, my apartment caught on fire, and I had McNabb, I had Michael Jordan, and these were all old school starting lineup figures.
But they were McFarlane toys.
No, McNabb was a McFarlane, which he is
right. So was Shaq, and so was D Wade.
No. I never got D Wade.
And they were on that wall too.
No, I never.
They were on that same wall right there with him.
Right, I never had D Wade. I had Tim Hardaway.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I had Tim Hardaway. I had Michael Jordan. I had a Michael Jordan starting lineup figurine still in the box.
Ooh.
All the boxes melted.
Ooh.
Except McNabb's. McNabb was still in
And McNabb was a full plastic container.
Yeah.
Like the entire box was
it was smoky. That was it.
But the rest of them was all destroyed.
All of them, the plastic was. I had to take them out the box.
Except for McNabb.
McNabb.
You still have him in the package, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I still have him in the package on thing. Yeah.
It was weird as hell because there was a perfect line of smoke.
Yeah.
Around, like when it came off the wall, there was a perfect line of smoke and just wall behind it. No smoke on the wall, just smoke. The smoke free behind it, and perfectly ringed in smoke. It's like, yes, McNabb sold his soul to the devil.
To Lucifer himself.
That's
why he didn't get the Super Bowl ring.
Fucking Beelzebub came up and said, I will let you.
He still made it to the Super Bowl. He basically did what Bundy did. What Al Bundy did when he sold his soul. He wouldn't look. It had to be from Chicago. But he said, we will make it to the Super Bowl. I didn't say you can win it. I told you can make it to the Super Bowl.
You can make it there. But again, that is like, and again, COs, we have had this conversation plenty of times. That was what Philadelphia did then. They would make it to the NFC or the fucking championship game. They just wouldn't put the foot, like, they had plenty of time. But again, if they did that, wouldn't they have played the Patriots anyway? I'm pretty sure they would have got cheap.
When we went, we lost to the Patriots by 3.
Right.
The past.
Right. I'm just saying. In the years prior to that, to where they made it to the title, they made it to the title game.
That's time we played. We would have played. No, we would have played the Patriots. No, one game we would have played the Raiders.
Right. That was when Tampa Bay won because Chucky went to fucking Tampa Bay the year after he left the Raiders.
Right. Second one, I see that was one we would if we would have beat the Rams, we would have played the Patriots.
You would not have beat the greatest show on turf. You get the hell out of here right now. Marshall Faulk and Kurt Warner's grocery bagging ass would have killed the goddamn Eagles.
You have to remember, they played the Eagles in the championship game. We lost.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
It wasn't a spanking. It wasn't like we got.
That was now into the mile, baby.
We lost. I think we lost by a touchdown.
Did you win?
We literally lost by a touchdown. Now,
but did you win?
That was one game. That was the first time we went. That was the first conference. Second one.
I just keep asking, saying, did you win?
I'm not saying that. I'm not. And I'm saying if we would have beat them,
that's what the man wants to know. Did y'all win?
We told us somebody whose favorite team is the cover, who's on the cover of Madden.
No. Boo that noise. Caleb Williams on the front. I will not root for the Bears. Fuck you guys.
Not this year. You even said it like what? We even asked you like, who was your favorite team? What's your favorite team? Whoever's on the cover of Madden,
State.
For. That was your comeback.
No, I always told y'all Ohio State. I do not give a damn.
I just read about them. They just picked up the number 1 quarterback for the 2028 year. He like 6'4", 6'5", number 1 quarterback for the year 2028 class.
Yeah, but he's got to stay there. At this point, like, is he going to be there still?
And will he be in the end?
Like, they might have got him. Like they might get him in the building. Like, he ain't going to start as a true freshman. That's just not the way it works there.
I'm being honest, and I'm Ohio State. That's my second team. I'm a Ohio State fan. That's my second team. The best quarterback is not even on the field. The best quarterback was the one that played in the spring game. Last name St. Clair. Yeah, he's killing Julian Sand, man. No disrespect to Sand, but he's not doing what St. Clair is doing.
The only difference is like what is it? The youngin has all the arm talent. He can do everything. He just doesn't have that vocal presence with everybody the way Saiyan has learned to have.
Yeah.
But he'll
Said
get that.
present.
But he'll get that within time.
Yep.
Yeah, but again, with the way the college sports are now, maybe he might be a fucking quarterback for Ohio State. Like, it all depends.
It depends
Like,
on
if
him.
Saiyan gets done with this year, I think he can stay for one more or go to the league after this year. But, like, dude's only going to sit for so damn long. Like, it's not the way it used to be, where, like, you get a high school recruit and you would legitimately have him for 3 years riding the bench, learning the system and everything, so that when they do go in, it's, full speed as soon as they touch the field. That's not the way it fucking works anymore. Like, they're not getting their playing time. I got to get tape. I got to go.
Right, but it's also based on development. Now, if you feel as though you have that talent, then yeah, you're gonna put yourself eligible out there. But again, that's why they do the workouts and things like that. And if they can't, like I said, we'll see. Like I said, if there's something that needs to be developed, yeah, tell him he's gonna have to develop. He's gonna develop the leadership, the cadence, and everything else. And I'll probably say that's the one thing with football. I'll probably say that's to where you cannot do it right out of high school.
Right.
And OG, you'll probably agree with me with that. Like, yeah, now I see why they don't do the high school, because that development gap between your high school years to a pro level is a massive change. It is massive.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And
so then now you're dealing. You went from being the best in the city to now you got to prove yourself. You are now the best in the country. Because right there, if you was quarterback, you was the best quarterback in your city. Now you got to deal with every single quarterback that's in the United States. That probably got a stronger arm, that got a stronger 40 time, that can see the field better than you, can take leadership better than you, can call out plays better than you, can make autos better than you. All that changes.
Right.
But even then, like I said, yes, you might have a good year, and you said this yourself. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy till they get tape on you.
Right.
Now the thing is that even if they get tape on you, right? Even with, and I'll probably say Peyton Manning said this best, and he said, "On my all season, I review my games, I review myself, I review the play calls, I review all that, because I know if I'm watching it, they're watching it. So if they see how I'm playing last year, now I got to find ways to make changes to where they don't see that this year."
Mm-hmm.
Omaha.
But that's what's happening to me. I mean, in college, JT know this. They don't trust the process no more. You know what I'm saying? If they can't get in behind the center within that year or within the year, they're going by year two.
Right. Yeah. If they come in and they're like, all right, I'm going to sit that first year. That's fine. They already got their starter. Sit. He'll be gone. I'll get it next year. And then next year happens, and they ain't the starter. They're like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go hit the transfer portal because somebody gonna let me play.
Somebody got me.
Well, here's the thing as well, and I'm sure both of y'all will agree to this. Granted, now you get the transfer portal, but why are you hitting the transfer portal? Because they brought in somebody else.
Because they don't.
So my thing is this. Okay, yeah, you watch this player go for a certain amount of years. While you was out there practicing, what were you doing?
Exactly.
Were you putting in the work to actually
were you doing this wrong?
Were you putting in the work to get better? Were you watching the films? Were you doing everything else?
That's
now I get into it, right?
Yeah. They are afraid of a good, healthy dose of competition.
Right. So that's the thing I would look at. Is like,
well,
okay, what are you doing? What are you doing to make them say, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll get that. Now I get it. Football does have its politics. And if you're doing all the right things and you're doing what you can to be a better quarterback, and that, they, like I said, we do know politics come into where, we want so-and-so to come in because we know if they, the media is saying this, the media is saying that. Okay, if I'm going to the practice, bring them in. If I'm going to practice and I'm dog walking his ass, guess what? And if you still start him, then I'm going to the transfer portal because all the work I put in, Yeah,
all day. Yeah,
yeah, all day, every day. If it used to be dog, if he's struggling and I'm just dog walking, I'm doing the same plays, the same things, same coverage. I'm seeing everything being changed, and on top of that, you're still using as your number one. Then yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Like Justin Fields did. I hate to say it, when he with Georgia. I guess he wasn't like how Georgia was doing his stuff, and then guess what? He went to Ohio State. He did his thing in Ohio State.
It's a true statement. Like y'all should have kept Caleb Downs.
Which
like,
one?
Just plain and simple.
Who?
What did Caleb Downs? Caleb Downs came from Georgia.
No, Caleb Downs came from Alabama.
Oh, he came from Alabama. It's SEC, whatever. Like he wasn't playing right down there anyway.
Who Georgia should have kept at Georgia was Justin Fields.
Yeah,
because I really felt like we could have won the championship with Justin Fields.
Could have, but like he came up here, we should have fucking won one with Justin Fields. God damn it!
But you actually did better with Justin Fields.
You're gonna keep Jake Fromm in there. The only reason why you keep Jake Fromm in there because he made it to the championship. But I'm like, Jake Fromm, excuse my language, Jake Fromm ain't really do shit. He just had talent around you.
Mm-hmm. No, again, game manager. Jake Fromm wasn't gonna lose you a game. Fields, on the other hand, like we seen that, yeah, he will.
No, he didn't. Let's be real. He didn't.
Dude ran that way. He threw the ball fucking that way. You can't say shit else about that. You can have him back. That's fine.
I mean, now Justin Fields in the league. He ain't really even doing nothing now.
Nah, the worst part is like,
we'll see what he with the Chiefs now. We'll see what Andy do to him.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't getting no playing time. Not behind Mahomes.
Right. No, again, Mahomes a little banged up, coming back.
He gets some
preseason snaps. He might get him a shot.
He might get some PT time.
Yeah, like I said, he gonna get some preseason snaps. We know that.
Oh yeah, he'll be. Matter of fact, that starts next week, don't it?
Oh yeah.
Look,
13.
Look, I do not put any stake into the preseason. I think the Browns have gone undefeated in the preseason like 6 years in a row, and that don't mean dick. So
I'm not worried about them winning. I'm looking at sleepers.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's fine. I can understand that.
Preseason is for looking for sleepers, and we saw one We saw one Thursday night.
Oh, you talking about that Brooks?
Yeah, we saw one Thursday night.
Yeah,
speaking of fantasy, we definitely got to get into the next division. Next division I think we had was the. Which one is this? Well, I thought I had put in the AFC. There it is. Yeah, the AFC South. So with the AFC South, we got Houston, Indianapolis.
God, that's horrible. That's a horrible division. Jesus Christ.
It's a horrible division with a lot of
Texans, Colts, Jags, and Titans. That's an awful division.
Oh. I feel you, Cheerio. You can't even take nobody serious out of this one.
Right. Really? Like the worst part is, like the Texans could be good.
Yeah.
Right. The Colts are working to be good with Indianapolis Jones and fucking JTT down there. Like the Colts are trying. Like, look, Jacksonville and Sunshine are not going to do anything, and the Titans are a goddamn dumpster fire.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. The Titans might be the surprise team this year.
You watch your mouth. You do not understand how many folks told me you are out of your damn mind thinking the Browns are going to win the division.
We're talking about a new division.
Look, I'm not even a Steelers fan, but I'm pretty sure
we're talking about a new conference.
The division.
We're talking about a new conference now.
Like you saying the Colts are a sleeper just because they're at the bottom. No shit, they're a sleeper. They are dead. No. I'm saying they're a sleeper because you know what? You still had you had Cam Ward. Getting trash.
Now
I know you got Cornell Tate, and I feel bad for that man.
I don't know why. It's not like put it this way with Tennessee. It's not like Tennessee is the Jets. They weren't that bad of a dumpster fire. They might hit the reset button because they got rid of Derrick Henry.
A bunch of times.
Well, you got rid of Derrick Henry. That was part of the show. You got rid of Derrick Henry. You got rid of AJ Brown. You got rid of you got pretty much rid of all your offense, your quarterback play. Jeez. I mean,
Look,
like the guys that you
the
did
Titans
have,
haven't been good since Steve McNair was there.
I wouldn't go that far.
I will.
I wouldn't go that far because at least they made it. They made it to the playoffs a couple years ago with Derrick Henry.
Man, that was because Vrabel came down from the Patriots.
So again,
He showed them how to win. They just didn't want to do it.
So yeah, they showed them. They showed it, and they got improved. Now I'm not saying Tennessee might win a division. I still honestly, with all dude, I still got Indianapolis winning the division.
I'm down with that.
I still got Indianapolis winning the division. I would see Tennessee as an improved team.
I see Tennessee as a close fourth.
Jacksonville, I everything is still a curiosity with me. It's like I really don't know who you're really building this team around. I mean, we know y'all got
Jacksonville has sunshine and a bunch of Jags.
That's about to say we understand you got Paul Mitchell Lawrence, with the hair.
Yeah, sunshine.
But it's like
Titans.
Who does he really have as weapons down there?
He has nobody. Lawrence is what Tennessee or Jacksonville has. They do not want to put anything fucking around it.
Well, with Jacksonville, you're at least trying to, especially when you especially get the head coach. What's his name? He used to be with the Jets. He's the coordinator for the 49ers. I forgot his name. Robert Saleh.
It's not Shanahan.
No, it's Saleh. They got Robert Saleh.
Oh, okay.
And when he was with the Jets, he did kind of improve that team until they decided to say, "Hey, let's bring in John Wick, Aaron Rodgers," and then he just completely made it to a complete dumpster fire.
Yes.
So right now you have a team that they started from they pretty much hit the reset button. Robert Saleh's a defensive coach. That team still has defense. They're still building up on their offense. You draft Cam Ward. You draft Carnell Tate. You keep Calvin Ridley. You also sign he's one of the wide receivers for the Giants. But you still give him a decent core. So that's still wising up. And on top of that, you still have a decent running back. I'm gonna say Waddle, not Waddle. What's his name?
Like when it comes to fantasy, like are you drafting a Tennessee player, or a Tennessee player just gonna be somebody you pick up on waivers at some point during the season just because you need somebody?
I would say if it comes to it, yes, I would draft Cam Ward. I would draft Cam Ward, and I would also pick up Calvin Ridley.
Carnell Tate.
I don't know, man. Like if he puts another bet in, he might not even see the field this year.
Who?
Ridley. I'm just saying he fuck up once. That's all it takes. He'll be done for the year again.
I don't know was that betting charge. I think that was back in his Atlanta days.
And that was. But like he had to deal with it I think it was his first year in Tennessee. He was out for the whole year because of his gambling bullshit.
No, he got traded somewhere else. He didn't get traded to Tennessee. He signed with Tennessee somewhere down. But he was somewhere else before he went to Jacksonville, before he went to Tennessee. I want to say he was with Jacksonville.
Was he really?
I think he was with Jacksonville, and then he ended up signing with Tennessee.
Damn.
But yeah, I look at Cam Ward to be honest, Cam Ward is not a bad. It's, like I said, he was a good quarterback. He had good yards. He had no weapons.
Right, he's a good quarterback on a bad fucking team.
Right. Now
you can have all the weapons and whatnot that you want. There's no one to block for him.
It wasn't that he had nobody to block for him. He had nobody to throw to.
Still, hey, again, I hate bringing up his name, but good quarterbacks make fucking better wide receivers.
Okay.
Like you can take a good wide receiver and make him a great wide receiver, fucking like Hall of Fame worthy, or you can take a like mediocre wide receiver and make him good. But Cam Ward doesn't
if he fits the
Cam
system,
Ward doesn't possess that.
system, I'll be honest. Let's put it this way: if they fit the system, yes, decent wide receivers, good, great quarterbacks can make good wide receivers. If those wide receivers fit the system, you're right about that.
Hell no. Look, again, you are a wide receiver. You have one job. Ooh, it's a ball. Catch the fucking ball.
Okay.
You have one job. That's it.
That's it.
Catch the ball.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where it's thrown. If it is near you, catch that damn thing.
Okay. All right. And then when I'm open to the quarterback, can you see me?
No, because they ain't got enough time to throw the damn thing.
Well, no. What do you mean? If I'm open, then you should be able to just throw it to me, right?
That's fine, but if Cam Ward is running for his life back there, he ain't seeing shit but the sidelines because he's going, oh, I got to run away from that guy. Get over here. Oh, I got to run away. Go back over here. Oh, I got to get away from him. Run back over here. But the ball didn't go down the field. That's why it's a bad team.
Look, that when they fall into this, okay, make the system work.
No, if the system put in is crap.
If I know my quarterback does not have a line, why am I having my wide receiver run 10 yards? Why not have him do a quick slant and catch? If I know the line is not that strong, if I know everybody's going to blitz, then I need to make plays to say, hey, you know what? If you see a blitz, call for a slant. Because, like you said, if I got a good system, I know how to make changes. I know how to do this. I know how to do that.
Yeah,
you're right. So, if you are a wide receiver, your object is to throw the ball. You are right. As a quarterback, you are supposed to be able to maintain a defense. Also, as my coach, if you're seeing something the team is supposed to do, let me know what's going on. Because I'm going by your plays. And if your plays suck, how can I actually
How happy
do anything?
How happy do you think Tennessee is knowing that they don't have Vrabel on their sideline with all his bullshit that he's going through? How happy do you think Tennessee is?
That was with the last coach. That was with the last coach they had, not Saleh. That was the coach they had before, and they got rid of him.
I understand, but right, they did, but they got rid of Vrabel. Like, how happy do you think that Tennessee is that their PR department does not have to deal with the whole affair fucking bullshit?
It's definitely gonna change the dynamic in the locker room. I mean,
I don't think it
right.
But they may not have to look at that part. They're gonna look at it like, we're a team. We got our objective. It's to get to the playoffs first, and then once we're to the playoffs, we get to the Super Bowl. But they're gonna need more than just calling out tape.
Yeah, my thing is this.
I feel bad for that man.
I do too, because I ain't really want him going there.
I knew he was going to do that.
And the worst part is, I could see him. Right, I could see him going there, but I felt so bad for the fact that he actually went there. That's the part that sucks. Poor Carnell Tate.
The Titans don't even really have a running game, but they got old boy Pollard from Dallas. Yeah, he didn't even do nothing last year.
Well, I would probably say with Pollard, it's what's the best way?
Pollard's
no. You know what?
I'm
saying like this, and this is what I do believe in, because on top of that, you're now starting your offense from scratch. Let's call it like it is. You are starting that offense from scratch now. So Cam Ward, yes. Now you got your quarterback. Now you got your wide receiver. Guess what? Now that I got a playmaking wide receiver and I got a decent wide receiver core in Calvin Ridley, in Waddell Robinson, and in Carnell Tate. So I got a decent wide receiver core, which gives us a chance to actually open up gives a chance to open the field. And like I said before, when you open the field up, it does give you a better opportunity for running game. We've seen that when Scott Pollard had it in Dallas. Because if you've seen with Dallas, you had wide receivers. You had CeeDee Lamb. You also had Braden Cooks. You also had a few other people in that actual wide receiver room that basically made them open the field up. And when he was playing for Dallas, he was able to make those big play runs. Because you know why? That field was spread open, because I either got to pick my poison. Either I'm going to stack the line or I'm going to spread the field to make sure somebody's not going to get no points. Now they have that opportunity again because, again, I have a decent wide receiver core. So it's not like I'm throwing in nobodies. I got people that you got to look out for. Right now, Cal, you still have, as much as you want to say about Calvin Ridley is still a threat. On top of that, I just picked up one of the best playmakers in the actual draft this year in Cardinal Tate. So now they got to look out for Cardinal Tate. I still have Wan'Dale Robinson, who basically did his thing when he was with the Giants. Now he's here, and that's another threat. So on top of that, I got to spread the field to make sure even if the running game sucks, he can always throw the ball to one of these 3 wide receivers, and it's going to go for big yards. Now, am I going to check my chances and stack the deck off a weak running game, or I'm going to spread the field off a strong passing game?
And but see, again, that's where football is a beautiful thing, where you need to have both. You need, for a complete team, for a team to win, you need a running game and a passing game.
You are absolutely right.
Because otherwise, they are either going to, if it's a really good running game and shit wide receivers, they're stacking the box just to stop you. If your wide receivers are bomb diggity and the fucking running back is garbage, then they're just going to drop 9 guys deep and just let the D-line guys cause havoc and let them fucking do their thing.
You're right. You're right. But we also seen how this running back plays when you have that type of talent. So it's not
right. But again, when Pollard was in Dallas, he was with Zeke and oh god, who was the one right after fucking Zeke? Because it was Zeke, Pollard, and there was one fucking more. Who was the fucking other one? Who was that third one in between Zeke?
Rico.
Was it Miles Sanders?
No, it was Rico.
Rico's in Pittsburgh. Was it Rico Donald?
Yeah, Rico
I think it might have been. But fucking when Pollard they beat the shit. I mean, all the way back to Emmitt Smith. Dallas beats the hell. Jones loves himself a running game, right? He destroys running backs.
Well,
right. Once they're done with him and they fucking Pollard hadn't been bad. Like when he fucking left out, Pollard didn't do bad, but he has been beaten the hell out of everywhere he's gone to.
Well,
and now he's here.
Here's the thing with Dallas. Dallas during those years, Dallas always had a great line. I mean a huge line. When your average line is 350, when the average player when your front line is 350 and they can damn near move mountains, they needed that running game. That is where Zeke came in. That is also where Zeke came in, because when you got to look, when the first few years he had with Dallas, he was a monster. Zeke was put it in numbers.
I'm just saying. So as he step on the scale for one, you're 350. You stopping them?
I am not 350.
No. I was 350 at one point. I ain't stopping them. They can be 350 all they want.
Okay, here's the thing. Not that big. There's a difference between our 350 and their 350. Because their 350,
I understand that.
They are 6'7", 350 pounds of pure muscle.
Right, just fucking 2-ply brick shithouse staring at you.
Exactly.
Not some fucking barely 6 foot motherfucker that's as round as he is tall.
These are guys that are 350 and can run a 40.
He said the state pup.
They're not fluffy. They're not a fluffy 350. They are grade A 350.
He said fluffy.
They are Betsy 350.
I'm just saying, like I said, like the Dallas running backs, once they leave Dallas, like they end up having decent careers once they leave Dallas. And Pollard has kept himself. Lord knows how much money he has made since he left Dallas. He's been on what? There was Dallas and I think 3 other fucking teams that he's fucking played on.
Dallas, it was Carolina,
right?
And now it's Pittsburgh. And even with Carolina, he balled out.
Oh Donald. And he balled
out. He balled out in Carolina.
Yeah,
So you can't take that away. He had 3 games.
1,000 yards with Carolina too. So
in 3 of those games, he had 250.
Three different teams and get 1,000 yards. With 3 different teams.
Right.
So let's take nothing with Dwaddle. Like I said, he's in Pittsburgh now. Now we're looking at the other one. Not Dwaddle, but damn. What's the other one?
Like Ron, I'm just saying, like, can the rest of us get some? Like, does Pittsburgh have to get everybody?
Yeah, I guess so. Are you talking about Jalen Warren? You talking about Jalen Warren?
No, not Warren. I'm talking about the one that's now playing for the Titans.
Oh, you talking about Pollard?
Yeah, Scott Pollard. That's what it was. Because even then, Pollard had decent games. Like I said, Pollard had decent games with Dallas. He had a good game. He had a few good games. Now again, he's down there in Tennessee to where we're starting over. Now they got to
Tennessee starts over every year.
Not really. I give every 2 years. I'll give every 2 years.
Like, look,
because again,
I won't put them on the Browns level of starting over every year. But Tennessee starts over every year.
Well, no, when we last started, you had Malik Willis, because you felt.
When was the last time Tennessee made the playoffs?
What, 3 years ago?
Motherfucker, you stop it right now.
No, 3 years ago.
Tennessee ain't made the playoffs since like 2010.
No, they made it 3 years ago.
You're lucky I ain't doing this. Ooh, I got a tablet right here. Come on, Google. Help me out.
I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, shit. Oh.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's had to pull it on porn tab.
Because they made it when Vrabel was there. How long has Vrabel been gone as the coach?
Right. I'm just saying. Well, like, look, Vrabel was at that point with Tennessee where he legitimately bet his genitalia on them I think he bet his genitalia on them winning the Super Bowl.
Because I think they actually had a chance. They had a chance to go to the Super Bowl one time he was coach. They made it that deep. And then once they had I think they had 2 bad seasons, they let Vrabel go, and we see where Vrabel's at now.
Mm-hmm. I love Google. When was the last time Tennessee Titans when was the last game? Okay, never mind. I thought it was when they lost their last game. That's fucked up.
Waiting on you there, Leather Cheerio.
I know. Fuck you, I am old. I do not type as fast as teenagers.
Like this. Type like this.
Nah, like that sloth on what's that?
Oh, it's on Zootopia.
Yeah.
All right, I take it. I take it all back. 2021. I do take it back. I said 20 goddamn 10. I'm so sorry. That was it. All right, I apologize. I at least fact checked myself. Fuck you.
I'll leave it at that. I'm lucky I ain't bet no dollar.
Again, I got fat lesbian fingers. I cannot type that fast, especially on a goddamn iPad. Them things are huge. The buttons are it's fucking like playing Call of Duty on a big screen.
But the bad thing, actually, I did have some questions with the AFC South, but I think the bad thing is that we said that we just had a debate on half of it. The only thing that we didn't really bring up was Houston with CJ Stroud. Does he have enough weapons?
Well, they even got Jadeveon Clowney. I think he's legitimately just coming back so he can retire as a Texan.
I wouldn't knock it.
But I ain't mad at him. Shit. That's where you started and built your goddamn career. Yes.
Now, do you feel as though CJ has enough weapons for them to take that AFC South?
Man, Like, I know CJ had some weapons, but I think they let them all fucking go.
Well, you still got Nico
I think at
Collins.
this point, like, he's got mid-grade, but again, good quarterback, A-grade wide receiver. If he got mid-grade, I think you're all right.
Well, you got to think, you still got Nico Collins.
Right.
They picked up David Montgomery, so they picked up Knuckles.
My problem with that, though, is especially with a wide receiver that came off of a big year. Like, is he going to come in and still bust his ass, catch all them balls, or is he going to turn into a diva and just expect a perfect ball every time and just, like, not run fucking certain routes and fucking do certain shit?
Well, that's
is that what you're going to do at this point, or are you going to just actually bust ass and play the game?
Right, and that's Nico. Nico Collins, their go-to guy. So you got to think he's healthy, because remember he got hurt with that long when he did that long play when he scored a touchdown, and he got hurt with that. Now the next one basically was the running game portion of it. You pick up where you had Rudy Marks from previous year, last year. You've seen the potential he had. You decided to help him out by you bringing in David Montgomery. You know, basically the Sonic and Knuckles duo.
At this point, I think in the NFL, you need a 2 running back system, regardless.
Hey, let's not forget that you still have David Higgins.
But it also does play a lot on chemistry between the two of them. Right? If the 2 running backs, if you run a 2 running back system and one is doing a lot better than the other, like, are they still going to be, I asked on this earlier for me, are they going to still be the same, not doing as well as the other guy? Like, when they're, like, here, like, level or one just above the other one, normally they play well all season. But if you got one that's doing really good and one that ain't doing so good, they're probably not going to be, like, I'm not going to try as hard. Like, if I know I'm in on first down and second down and I'm not getting any yards, I'm not going to turn it into a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 4. I'll turn it into a 2 and 8 or a 3 and 8, 3 and 12. Fuck it.
I can see that.
So, yeah, fucking the two running backs, I think, is what you do need. You need a power back and a scat back. Right? You need one that'll just go north and fucking south, and you need one that will juke folk, take it to the end zone.
And then go, one that's real agile and finesse that'll cut on you, and then the one that just goes straight through you.
Right. But, like, the worst part is, like, if you do have one of each, like, the team across from, like, when that running back's hit, like, we know what's coming. Right? Like, when you get that running back, the only positive to that is that they can both actually catch. And you can just play action and pass play off of it. But if you got 2 backs that are, like, relatively, like, they have that, like, both of them can power, but they also got a little itty-bitty to them, right? And just get through them pockets and fucking go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But if you just got one power, one, rasp-dazzle, then you might be fucked. But if you got if you can get you a setup with what Detroit had with Sonic and Knuckles, right? Both of those dudes, they can either run you over or fucking, like, break your ankles and take the hell off.
Exactly.
Like, that's legitimately what Sonic and Knuckles was. Like, they were giving it to motherfuckers. It was great.
Now you gotta see what this new running back, what's his name, Isaiah Pachacchio could do with Gibbs.
Right. Or, like, are they bringing Gibbs in for that? He is not an elder statesman, but he's been there a few years. Like, he's been in the league for a few years. Bringing him in, you got this youngin', bring him along, like, y'all get together and fucking do some things. But then it turns into Unc and nephew on the field.
I mean, you only got.
And that scared the hell out of me earlier too.
To me, really,
You all right?
whole entire league. You really want that couple running backs that do the razzle dazzle and power. That's your boy from Philadelphia, Atlanta, and then your boy from the new guy out there in the Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh fuck.
Amari Hampton.
Yeah, him.
Yes.
Well,
I mean,
I will say this. When it comes to when it comes to Tennessee, well, not Tennessee, Houston. Well, you got to remember because you did it. I forgot the one they had, but he took over for. He used to play for he used to play for Cleveland. Who was the cat that played for Cleveland that left and broke his leg and came back and went to Tennessee. I forgot his name. But
Peyton something, because he was the one that got the fucking strep throat and lost like 40 goddamn pounds.
No, not
Peyton
him.
fucking something.
No, not
I
him.
cannot remember his full name.
I know you're talking about, not him. The one I'm talking about.
I think it is. It's like Peyton Harris. That is that dude.
But it was another
Swear to God.
Well, it was another one to where he was there this year. He got hurt, and that's Woody Marks came through. Now it's kind of like the roads is switched because he was the elder and that was the younger. And now you got the younger and then you got a new elder, and that's you having David Montgomery.
Oh, you talking about Dick? You talking about Dixon that came from Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Joe
Dixon.
Joe Hicks. Yeah, he played for them, and like I said, he got hurt and he came back, and and that's what this is. It's just a changing of the guards on this. Well, the thing is that you still have Nico Collins. You still got C.J. Stroud. That's going to still be your best 1-2 connection. They don't talk about you pick up Jaden Higgins. Jaden Higgins actually had a great year as playing as well. So with Jaden Higgins now having that actual setup, you got your 1, you got your 2, you got your running game. So with having those 4 weapons, do you feel as though that's enough for C.J. Stroud to have a comeback? One, to have a comeback year, because I'm not going to lie, last year he did play pretty crappy.
Terrible twos, though.
Did the Texans still got Nick Chubb?
No,
they got rid of Nick Chubb too.
Okay.
No, Chubb in Cleveland, didn't he?
No, he went down to the Texans. Remember?
Yeah.
Did he go back?
No.
So I think he retired.
Where's Chubb at?
I don't know.
Is Chubb retired?
I think he retired.
Back seat. Because again, Chubb was another one of those. And again, it's certain fucking running backs. Like the worst part is, I think Scatterboo with the Giants is going to end up being one of those running backs. Like by the time his rookie contract is over, like he might catch another 3-year deal, but it's going to be one of the things like he ain't going to do a whole lot.
Well, it depends on
running backs like that. Like they beat the hell out of them.
I'll say this: it depends on Harbaugh, because remember you're not dealing with a new coach. You gotta say with Jim Harbaugh, it's not like you don't have weapons with the Giants, and we'll get to that team next week with the NFC.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I know.
I might actually find me a Giants jersey. I think I might be a fan this year.
If you did, I'll buy it for you.
This conference right here, to me, the one we're talking about right now, I think this is the weakest conference out of all of them. The AFC South. I think this is the weakest one.
I call this the sleeper conference because there's a lot of sleepers on here that you're looking at. Like I said, you got Nico Collins, David Montgomery, Woody Marks, Jaden Higgins. You got Jonathan Taylor, Josh Downs, Ty Warren. You got Alec Pierce. You got Bayshaw Tutu, Brian Robinson, Calvin Ridley, Carlo Tate, and Cam Ward. A lot of these players that you're looking at, these are the key fantasy players for this division. For this conference. The division, excuse me. And like I said, a lot of these players are basically sleeper players. And these are the players that you probably need either as your backup or, in case injury comes in, you got a great play. You got a player that can actually give you a good 2 or 3 games. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably say the stack teams that I'm looking at, you will probably either be Indianapolis, maybe Houston, Tennessee. Again, we're kind of looking at Tennessee. No,
it's not no, it's just no.
To me, Tennessee gives you the bitter beer face. Like, Because like I said, I do feel as though this is the year Cam Ward turns it around. I'm not saying he had a bad year, but this is when everybody's really gonna start paying attention to Cam Ward. Cam Ward gonna surprise some people. Would I get Cam Ward as one of my QBs? Absolutely, because I think he's gonna be that comeback player.
Oh, he's talented, definitely. It's just the crew around him. I don't have faith in yet. But
right.
You know, we got to see what they can do.
Now, also, the other question I have is that with the healthy Daniel Jones, are the Colts the favorites? Let me start it over. Now, with the healthy Daniel Jones, are the Colts the AFC South favorite with the departure of Michael Pittman? And can Jones still flourish as a top 20 QB in fantasy? Can you still see Daniel Jones as one of the top 20 QBs in fantasy? Because, like I said, they did lose a key component, losing Michael Pittman, even though they traded for him because they signed Alec Pierce. Do you feel as though that still would still keep Daniel Jones as a top 40, as a top 20, or at least be considered a super strong quarterback?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm gonna say Pierce and Josh Downs is not enough. Even with Ty Warren, tight end. I think Josh Downs has been there for a little while, and I mean, he really, I don't even think he's really got over 700 yards receiving.
Right. With Indianapolis Jones though, like if you're in a 2-quarterback league, yes, you pick him up in the draft. Indianapolis Jones might miss the draft, like miss being drafted, but will be picked up as a bye week addition.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I feel like Indianapolis Jones is right in line with like Phillip Rivers. Like he is a good quarterback. Like he does his thing, he puts out what he does, but he's really inconsistent about it. Like if he is bad, he is bad. Like if it just starts off bad, like he's not bringing it back. Like it's going that way.
So
but when it goes good, Indianapolis Jones be grabbing them fucking golden statues and running from fucking rocks. Yeah.
So basically, like sexual chocolate. when they
white
good,
chocolate.
they good.
White chocolate.
White chocolate.
Right. Sexual chocolate is in the backfield, fucking running the ball. White chocolate, fucking hiking the ball.
Exactly. White chocolate. With the sprinkles.
Man. Now, before we go, I do wish. You do have my fantasy strategy question that I like to bring up. And we'll probably get more into this later on for probably the next episode. Can you win with a stacked squad? And what I mean by stacked squad, I mean to where you have maybe 3 or 4 positions with everybody on the
where
same.
You just got the straight number ones. Like it is so hard.
No.
They have to be good all season.
No, I mean to where you have everybody from the same team. Let's say, you've done it. You kind of did it.
I played second. Right, our very first league we were in, I had Peyton Manning, Julius Thomas, Darius fucking Thomas, fucking the Denver defense and their goddamn kicker.
He picked the whole Denver
team. And I played them every goddamn week. Hey, I ended up coming in second that fucking year. I was really pissed off.
I'll admit, because you start off hot. You start off hot. Because you like I said, that was the year Peyton had just came into the Broncos. You had Darius Thomas, you had Julius Thomas, you had Wes Welker. You stacked. It was pretty much you had the whole Denver line.
I had the whole goddamn team on my fantasy team, and I played them every motherfucking week. Don't laugh at me. I came in second. Look,
I'm not gonna lie.
One time I've been in jail.
he started off hot. I think he was like 4 or 5-0. Then the bye weeks came, and that's when
right. I didn't have anybody to play because I had garbage on my goddamn bench. But look, I'm gonna tell you, I love that season because I was legitimately, that was the one and only time I've ever been arrested and actually taken downtown and slept overnight downtown. Right? Was that night? It was the night Welker Frazier? No. In Denver's kicker that year, he kicked the 64-yard field goal and won the game. I was locked up on Sunday. Look, I was on the 7th floor. I was the only cracker in my box. All right? And I thought it was ingenuitive because, like, I got up there at like 7 a.m. I spread my thing out. I looked up at the TV. It had Shawshank. I asked for fucking Dufresne to get me the fuck out of there, but like it didn't work. So, but they had a fucking what they called their remote of like 8 or 9 potato forks forged together so that they could change the channel on Sundays for football. And they put the Denver game on, and I was legitimately on top of the table screaming at the TV during the Denver game to where the sheriff came in and told me I had to quiet my white ass down. And I told him where we were because we were in the playoffs. I was playing Alicia. Yeah. That takes me back. Anyway, I was playing Alicia. And I'm sitting here screaming at the TV, and the cop comes in and tells me to quiet down. I had to explain fantasy football to every dude that was in my cell with me because none of them had a clue as to what I was talking about. Because, again, I was locked up. I didn't have my phone, but I'm watching that game going, I think I'm winning.
He telling his cellmate, hey man, I think I'm winning my fantasy game right now.
And I can hear JT. I look, is it bad that I can actually hear him? I can hear him just throw to Thomas. Throw to Thomas.
Throw to Thomas. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, man, no, not him. He's open. Not going to the tight end.
No, he did. Yeah. No, I had tight end and wide receiver. I was just throw it to Thomas. I don't care which one of them catch it. Throw it to fucking Thomas. God damn it. Oh. Anyway, like that was like 2 of the best days I've ever spent. Like I got so much sleep. It was fantastic.
Now I'm not gonna lie. Okay, besides that story, I'm not gonna lie. Having a stacked team has its pros and its cons. It's not as though you need, like I said, like with JT, what you did. I don't need the whole team. I just give me 3 main positions. Give me a quarterback, maybe a running back, and a wide receiver, quarterback, running back, tight end, quarterback, running back, and a flex.
My biggest thing, at least was setting up a lineup. Like I always want at least a quarterback, wide receiver, or quarterback, tight end combination on my team
on the same team, right?
Right.
But see, the bad thing about that
because you're getting double the goddamn points. If my tight end gets if the tight end gets a touchdown and you got that quarterback, that's 12 points right there.
Right. But the thing about it is when the bye week come, you can't play none of them. You can't play neither
one. You can't play either of them. Right. That's the part that sucks with stacking your team with multiple guys from the same team. Exactly. Like 9 times out of 10, if you do that, your bench is probably garbage. Like if you got, it probably is. Like I ain't even mad at it. Like it probably is. Like if you drafted the same guys from the same team on your roster, guess what? I bet you got a couple of bench players that are from that fucking team.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like one dude that I played with, that one dude that was in our league one year, he trade raped the hell out of this one dude. But he ended up having a stacked team because this was the team to where he had Matthew Stafford. This is when he was with the Lions. He had Matthew Stafford. He had Reggie Bush, and he ended up getting Calvin Johnson. Well, he already had Calvin Johnson. he talked somebody into getting him. He talked somebody into trading him Reggie Bush. He already had Matthew Stafford.
But I do not understand how trades in fantasy fucking work at all. No earthly idea. Because look, I gave you my money to get in the league. Like most of the folks that we play with, I don't think I've ever met them in my life. Ron, how you doing? Hi, guys. It's nice to meet you.
I feel you.
But to make a trade, like if you just want to trade players and you just want to, I'm gonna give you my garbage for your good stuff. Come on. Like, what else are you supposed to do? The only other way of making it worth it is monetization. And I'm poor, so that's not happening.
Well, I put it this way. Now with ESPN, what I do like with ESPN, they actually give you a they crunch the numbers. They do the setup to where if you make this trade, this is how strong your team is. This is how so you can see what goes on.
Yeah, that's
only, whether you want to make that trade or not.
I mean, that lead I played with y'all last year, that's the first time we even getting on that app. I've been so used to ESPN's fantasy football app.
Well, the good thing is now I probably say the one thing now because ESPN has taken over the NFL. Like I said, all the actual trade, because I had a platform with NFL.com, it is now all merged with ESPN. So now all the leagues that I dealt with, except for Yahoo, is now an ESPN league.
Okay. They got
the thing I hate about that is that unless YouTube TV made another deal with the NFL or something like that, or ESPN, that's what sucks for me because I used to love Sunday Night Football. I used to love watching my TV, and on one end of the screen is the game. The other side of the game had my actual fantasy football scores and stats, so I can actually see what the score is when a person plays. They'll let you know who on this game is playing, and they'll let you know how they perform and stuff like that. Oh, I thought it was beautiful, but I don't know.
I don't know about you, but I got a 70-inch TV. I'm not willing to give. I got a phone where I can just look at my score. I'm not willing to give up half my goddamn screen just so I can see my player numbers. I can look it up.
I got a 70-inch too, and I enjoy it.
Again, yeah, but cutting it in half and just putting the game on half the screen. And again, you're single. It's just you in the house. I got me and Sip. What if she puts her team up and not mine?
Hey, can you switch over to see how I'm doing?
No, I can look at you right now and tell you no. The answer is no.
No.
That is flat out the answer.
Well,
I'm seeing how my dude's doing.
That is when you beat her to the TV. Now, if you don't do that, then I'm sorry.
Not to mention, you said is the Dat Fantasy Show first string is now on ESPN.
Yes.
Fuck. So you're telling me I legitimately had to sit next to her while our game is going on when we were playing against each other?
And you'll see the matchup?
Yeah. And actually know what the score is and to be able to manipulate things on my roster and do things.
Yes.
And she's gonna be sitting right there.
Okay.
I mean, that bitch gonna have to lose, but I'm not gonna see a happy face over there. I'm sorry, but yeah,
hey, you gotta find a way to make her happy.
I'm getting that belt before she does.
You gotta find a way to make her happy. You said I do.
I got enough fucking over here to fucking take care of
that. You better find a way to make it up some way. Let her know what that mouth does.
I'm just saying, at least that week, I ain't asking for shit. I might have to do dishes, do the cooking, do the laundry, clean up the fucking room, that entire goddamn week. just so at the end of the goddamn week when the games are happening, I'm not just staring at hatred in that direction. It's gonna happen. Because like I said, I'm gonna get that belt before she does. I don't give a damn.
Look here, Jenny and Kev. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. I'm still out to get the title.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I win that game, if I am not on the show next week, it's because she killed me. I'm just saying. Like, I pray to God we play late in the season.
Man.
Oh, well, I think we got everything covered.
Okay.
Next week we'll actually maybe talk over some of the actual preseason games that's happened.
Ooh, when are we doing actual COs? I'm gonna put this on wax. Like at one of these points, it doesn't have to be this year. It'll be a little difficult. Can we do a live draft?
I'm wanting to do that. I'm actually trying to see how we can do it to where they see where
that is a lot of dude. That's a lot of work. Like I know before we get on here, it says we can put up to 100 people on this screen. Like I know our leagues ain't that big, but you can get that many people on there. Like that would be chaos.
Well, what I do want to do if we can actually get it to where I actually have the people from the cast from First String on with us while
I am so down for that.
To where we have that, and we can, if I can find a way to where we can put us, we can get the actual draft screen. They see who's picking who, and they can just hear us talking trash the whole way through.
I think that would be thoroughly it would be thoroughly entertaining for us.
To be honest, I think that's something the Lakers wanting to do too. So we are trying to get that out the way.
Yeah, I full on want to do a live draft just so I can actually talk. God, you sit here and draft. You got your phone just in front of you. There's no one else around you. You sit there and talk shit the entire time while you're doing your draft. I would rather be able to see these individuals going through that process.
If we can see I would love to have it set up to where we could actually have a main screen to where they can actually show the draft. And they have us, and then when it comes up, they'll see who picked what. Well, I'm working on that. I'm definitely trying to work on that, especially for this year. So yeah,
that's a lot. Hey, put that in next year or the year after. We're gonna figure that out. Again, that would be something fantastic to be able to do.
So, but yeah, but that does conclude the show.
When is our draft? It's the beginning of August. I take it all back. I'm look, at work, I'm already at work taking stuff in. I'm taking stuff in for the 23rd, 24th of the fucking month. So I am already at the end of the month. The rest of this shit don't matter. I don't care. But I'm already at the end of the month.
What I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
Can we get football back, please?
So here's how we have it. That first down league, that's the one we're doing with First String. That draft is on the 29th at 9 p.m.
Okay.
The Respect the Rings League is September 7th, 2 p.m.
Respect the League or Ring? What league is that?
That was NFL.com one. That was one of the NFL ones. You're not in that one.
Okay. Oh, I'm not in that one. I take that.
You're not in that one. The Eskimo Brothers.
Look, you turned me into a whore and made me do that fantasy show.
And you shut up and take it. Don't make
no, because I do not get the same team on both leagues. That's the part that I look. And again, because you're in 8, I know you have leagues that you're in, on one league, you have dude, and you need him to do good. But on another league, the team you're playing has that same dude, and you're like, fuck that guy. No. But you need to do good. How does that work?
Dude, put it this way. with all the leagues that I'm in, and I'm sure you're saying the same thing, you have a set squad you want.
Yes, you are not going to get that in every league.
Exactly.
Like, the worst part is,
exactly.
Sims draft is first.
Hold on, what you just said.
All the goddamn time.
Right. Hold on, what you just said. You just said you're not going to get everybody you want. You are absolutely right. But I come close each time. So if a person I didn't get in this league, guess what? I guarantee I get them on the next league. And it's so on and so on.
But you're going to be playing against them in the other league. Like, how? How can you root and hate against the same dude?
Because I'm sure
at the same time.
I'm sure somewhere within my roster, somebody else is actually covered for that, how that player is performing.
You're out of your mind. You're batshit crazy, dude. Plain and simple. Just batshit crazy. There's no goddamn way. How do you watch football on Sunday?
And that's why we have this show. So we can show people what to do, what not to do. So
yeah, whatever Ciozi's doing, don't do it.
I have every scenario possible. So okay, yes, you should pick this player. No, you should pick this player. This player might be good on this game. This player might not be good on this game. There are players we're going to cut out. There's players we're going to praise. There are players that we're not going to. There's players that we're going to say bye, Felicia, and then there's going to be players that we can singing "Baby Come Back." That is football. That is what we love. That is what we play. That's why we do what we do. That is why all three of us barely have hair.
I don't have any.
Hey, look.
Oh, Ciozi. Oh, you weren't even fucking there. No. So we went to Granddad's. I won. We went to Granddad's for fucking dinner last night. They have a Sweet 16 challenge. It is a 16-inch pizza. You have to pick. I'm going to assume 3 toppings because everybody else did it and they said it was fine, but I had 4 on mine. They bring this 16-inch pizza out to you. You have 40 minutes to eat the whole goddamn thing. If you do, you get a t-shirt. It ain't fucking fancy. They ain't paying me to do this, but it is legitimately a work shirt. I feel like I could show up right after this show and probably clock in for a shift. Right? But, like, there were 6 of us doing it. I was the only one that finished. And I almost puked twice. Right at the fucking end. It was because I had 85 seconds to eat the last 2 pieces in my mouth. And I gagged myself twice. It was getting, oh. But no. So I got a kids menu before we started. Just so I could color. Wait on the food to get there. At the top of my picture, I did put datfantasyshow.com on the thing. It is on the wall right above my picture.
So next we need to get you a shirt.
Look, I got a Granddad shirt. It is what you legitimately get, one of their work shirts as a trophy. Like, it doesn't say I beat Sweet 16, nothing. No, it is a Granddad work shirt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show.
She gave it to me. I looked at it, looked at the back, looked at her, looked at the back, looked at the back again. I was like, this is your work. I show up and just do a shift.
Jeez. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. Again, if you like it, don't forget that like and subscribe button. Also, I'll probably say within an hour, you should get the actual downloaded show on iHeart, Spotify, and on Apple.
Why do y'all let me show up and do this every week?
We'll also have you.
We've been going for almost 2 hours. Like, you should have told me to shut the hell up a long time ago.
Well, we for entertainment purposes, we let you ramble. So,
but hey, I do remember it was just you and me doing it on Facebook for like 4.5, 5 hours. So I do understand.
But other than that, y'all take it easy. Peace.
Hey.
Y'all be good. See you next week.